Today I'm going to show you a basic routine, fitness routine that you can do at home. It's going to be composed of a warm-up, some basic strength training routines. You do not need any equipment, no dumbbells necessary, and then some basic stretching. So we're going to first start out by just taking a nice deep breath. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, and exhaling, really getting some nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhaling. Okay, we're going to just start to get the blood circulating and the muscles warmed up. We're going to start out with a march. So as you march, you want to just swing those arms from side to side, standing nice and erect, tall posture, abdominal muscles engaged, really pulling those knees up to at least hip height if you can. And then kind of working a little bit on balance, okay? So maybe focusing on an object in front of you. And focusing on the breath. And maybe doing 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Now we're gonna warm up the hamstrings. So just to check out my profile, I want you to kick your heel up to your butt, take it down. Kick your heel up to your butt. Now, if you're having some balance issues, you can always hold on to the wall or a table. And the idea here is to, again, be mindful of your posture. Keep your knees pointing to the floor. Your knees are right underneath the hips. Now we can start to throw in a little bicep curl, just to kind of get those arms involved. Elbows are tight to your side. Your shoulders are pulled back. We're going to curl and extend. So try to coordinate the move so when your heel comes up, your arms come up. But notice how my elbows are anchored by my side. My chest is lifted. So you're starting to feel a little bit of warmth going on in the back of the thigh. So that's why they call it a warm-up. We want to get those muscles to wake up, because they're a little stiff if you don't do a warm-up. The next move we're going to do is we're going to do shoulder circles, just to kind of loosen up those shoulders. Making bigger circles. And now just pay attention to if you have a pain, if maybe it's one shoulder. If you do have pain in a shoulder, stay in a limited range of motion, pain-free. So maybe my left arm is bothering me, so I won't make my circles as big. But let's reverse those circles. And continuing to lengthen through the spine, keeping those abdominal muscles engaged. Okay, so we're kind of warming up those shoulders. Now let's move back to the legs, okay? So we're gonna do a step touch laterally. So you're gonna step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. So we're working the glutes. We're working on a little bit of lateral movement. It's always good to change your planes of motion. And continuing to lengthen through the spine and going at your own pace. Okay, now standing with the legs hip to shoulder width apart, we're going to crisscross the arms. So right over the left, left over the right. When you bring your arms open, think about getting a nice chest opening, and then feel the stretch in the back of the shoulders as you cross the arms over. Should feel quite nice. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're ready to do some sit stands. So you're going to need a chair for this. You're going to sit all the way down. So make sure you're sitting first, so you make sure you know where to put your feet, because when you sit back down, you want to make sure you land in the chair. Your legs are about hip to shoulder width apart. You're going to push through those heels, and you're going to come all the way up. And you're going to squeeze your glutes. I want your knees to make sure that they're always stacked over the second and third toes. You don't want the knees to buckle in at all, especially when you're going down, okay? So you want to keep the knees tracking over the second and third toes. Keep the knees behind the toes. You don't want the knees jutting forward either. So, one other thing. If sit-stands bother you, you're going to do partials. You can do little quarter squats, okay? So kind of hovering over the chair. So we're going to do 10. So we're going to take it down, exhale, come straight up. And you want to look straight ahead. And come up, squeeze your glutes too. We're going to do 10. So it's always good to do maybe like 2 sets of 10 of everything I'm going to go over with you. 3, 4, really stand nice and tall. 5 is if a string is pulling the top of your head to the ceiling. 6, squeeze those glutes. Exhale, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Nice, very good. So that was your first set of 10. The next thing I would do is I would do push-ups. So if you have a wall, you're going to go to your wall. Your hands are going to be about shoulder height. They're not going to be higher. They're going to be right there. So you're going to take it down and push. Inhale and exhale. So you're going to kind of tuck the tailbone under, nice straight hips, shoulder blades retracted, pull the shoulders down and back. Bring your chest towards the wall, push away from the wall. Continue to look straight ahead. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged. 3, 4, inhale, exhale, 5, 6, I'm really feeling this in my chest, my shoulders, my triceps, and my abs. 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. So now we're going to move on to burpees, okay? So burpees are a good functional movement because if you ever have to get up off the floor or a lower level, it's good upper body strength and it's good to coordinate movement. So let me show you what a burpee is. And I would suggest making sure that the chair is up against a wall when you do this. You're going to put your hands down on the chair. You're going to walk your left leg back and your right leg back. Now, what people usually end up doing is they start to shift their hips back and lift their butt up. You don't want to do that. You want to keep your shoulders over your wrist because then you're going to work your core muscles more. Then you're going to walk your left leg in, your right leg in, and then come up. Okay? So we're going to do 5 with the left leg lead, 5 with the right leg lead. Ready? So, hands down, left leg back, right leg back, abdominal muscles engaged, left leg in, right leg in, and come up. 1, back, back, in, 2, back, back, in, stand up tall, 3, back, back, in, 4, back, back, in. Now we're going to switch lead legs. Ready? Think quick. Right leg lead. Right, left, 1. Right, left, 2. Right, left, 3. Go at your own pace. Right, left, 4. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Right, left, 5. All right, that was very nice. Next thing we're going to do. I like to do single-legged movements. But if you have an issue with balance, I would use the chair or the wall. We are going to stride forward with the right leg. So you're gonna stride forward, you're gonna bend the knee, the right knee, the back leg is gonna stay straight. You're gonna push off that leg. So if this seems like it's too much, make a smaller stride. Okay, the longer the stride, the more difficult the movement's gonna be. So let's do 10 with the left and then 10 with the right. Ready? So stride, push off with that heel. 2, push off, standing tall. 3, focus on something in front of you. 4, push off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's switch legs. 1, 2, chin parallel to the floor. 3, make sure you're not looking up at the ceiling, or usually people are looking down at the floor, but don't look down at the floor. There's nothing in your way. You're not going to trip on anything. 6, 7. You should even feel a little stretch in those hip flexor muscles. 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Now we're going to do some stretching. So I'm going to have you do all of the stretches seated from here. So the first stretch we're going to do is we're going to do the hamstring stretch. So you're sitting at the edge of your chair. You're going to extend your right leg forward. So your knee is totally straight. You're going to sit up nice and tall. And then you're just going to fold over at the hips, not your spine. And you want to peel the toe back. So you want to make sure that you hold your stretches for 30 seconds on each leg to get any benefit from the stretching. So just relax, focus on your breathing, try to be in the present moment, because the stretching should help relax you. And it's kind of like the reward at the end of a workout. Okay, we're going to release that stretch and we're going to switch legs. So straighten the right knee, flex the toe, pull the toe back, press your hips to the back of the room. So you're going to have neutral spine. That means you're going to keep the natural curve in your lower back and in your thoracic area. So just the way you would look if you were standing, that's the way you want to maintain that spine. And you're going to keep a nice long torso. And you're going to keep breathing. And you're going to come up. Now we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So you're going to take your right ankle, cross it just above your knee. You're going to flex through the foot. So keep that toe pulled towards the shin. You're going to sit up nice and tall. So this is what I look like in my profile. My shoulders are pulled back. So you should be feeling that stretch in your left hip and glute. We're relaxing our breathing. And now we're going to switch legs. We're going to cross over, keep the foot flexed, sit up tall. Remember how we think of a string pulling the crown of your head to the ceiling. We're relaxing with the breathing, almost incorporating some meditation into the breathing. So just thinking about positive thoughts, being in the moment, feeling the floor underneath our foot, honing in on the senses. Quietness. All right, from here we're going to work on our hip flexor. So we do a lot of sitting, too much sitting, the majority of the population. So we got to make sure we stretch those little hip flexors because they get shortened, and that will eventually affect our lower backs if we don't be careful, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our whole body in the chair, and we're going to kind of let your right butt cheek kind of hang off, and the left leg is going to be resting comfortably on the chair. You're going to pull the leg back. You're going to get the shoulders to stack over the hips, so everything is facing one way. You're going to contract your glute. Now, if you want, you can add a little side bend. So you're going to take your arm, sweep it up, and then exhale. So just hold it right here. Relax the shoulder. Try not to shrug your shoulder to your ear. And let's release. Okay, pull the leg in, and then we'll go to the other side. So pull the leg back, stack the shoulders over the hips, tuck the tailbone under, contract the glute, take a deep breath, inhale, and sweep that arm up and over. Relax the shoulder. I actually noticed I was shrugging a little bit, but then I just dropped my shoulder and it felt so much better. And release that stretch. We're going to do a nice stretch for the lumbar spine. We're going to take a deep breath, inhale, and then we're going to just drop our chest between our knees. Relax the head and shoulders, and let that head hang heavy. And really take a nice deep breath, inhale, and then blow into the lumbar spine as you exhale. I almost feel like it's creating space between the vertebrae. And now you're going to slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. There's always a chance of you getting a little bit dizzy, so that's why I suggest that you go up nice and slowly. Okay, from here we're going to do one more stretch, and it's for the chest and shoulders. You have two options. One is called the Y stretch. Your elbows are tucked by your side, and you're externally rotating at the shoulders, and you're kind of gazing up towards the ceiling. The other option is a little bit more aggressive. You are going to interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your palms together. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And just hold that chest stretch. Just like that. And I always like to end a workout with a nice deep inhalation and exhaling. And let's just do one more nice deep breath and exhale. So I recommend that you start with one set of 10 repetitions on your exercises, your strength moves. And then if you can, build up to 2 sets. So I hope you enjoyed the workout. Have fun with it.